In the heart of New York City lived a young man named Alexander. He was ambitious, hardworking, and kind, the kind of person everyone could depend on. Whenever someone called, Alexander was there. His friends, his coworkers, even his neighbors, they all knew that if they needed help, Alexander would drop everything and rush to their side. At first, it felt good. He liked being needed. He liked hearing people say, "You're such a lifesaver, Alex." But over time, something inside him began to change. Days blurred into nights and nights into weekends. His phone never stopped ringing. Work messages, favors from friends, endless demands. He smiled through it all, but deep down, exhaustion started to build. He was giving everything, yet somehow feeling emptier than ever. One evening, after another long day of overtime, Alexander sat alone at his small apartment table. The city lights glowed outside, painting golden reflections across his tired face. He whispered to himself, "Why do I feel invisible when I'm always there for everyone?" The next morning, on his way to work, he stopped at the park near his office, a rare pause in his routine. There, sitting on an old wooden bench, was Mr. Parker, a retired businessman who often fed pigeons and smiled at strangers. Alexander sat beside him, and they began to talk. Alexander shared his frustration, how he tried to help everyone, but no one seemed to truly value him. Mr. Parker listened quietly, then said something that changed Alexander's life forever. He smiled and said softly, "Son, gold isn't valuable because it's everywhere. It's valuable because it's rare and pure. Stop trying to be available to everyone. Be valuable to the right ones." Those words echoed in Alexander's heart all day. That night, he opened his notebook and wrote one sentence in bold letters: "Be valuable, not available." From that day, Alexander started changing his habits. He learned to say no politely. He stopped replying instantly to every message. He began spending evenings reading, learning new skills, and improving himself instead of draining his energy on things that didn't matter. At work, he focused on quality, not quantity. He took ownership of one big project and poured his creativity into it. Soon, his boss noticed. Colleagues started respecting his opinions, waiting for his input. Even his friends began to appreciate his time, because now, when he did show up, he was fully present, confident, and peaceful. Weeks turned into months, and Alexander transformed, not into a busier man, but into a better one. He had boundaries now, purpose, and a new glow of self-respect in his eyes. One afternoon, while walking through the same park, he met Mr. Parker again. Alexander smiled and said, "You were right. People respect what they can't always have. My time means more now because I respect it too." Mr. Parker smiled back. "You've learned the secret most never do, Alexander. True value isn't in being everywhere. It's in knowing where you truly belong." As the sun set behind the city skyline, Alexander walked forward, calm and content. He wasn't the man who said yes to everyone anymore. He was the man who built value for himself and for others. And that was his greatest transformation. Final message: be valuable, not available.